So that's why urethral was balancing the tribe. Otherwise, we would kill each other. And no, maybe 2 men in the tribe left and 20 women. And the tribe not going to survive. So one person, urethral vector, it's like that bull that can semen a lot of cows. They can fertilize a lot of cows. That's the same urethral vector was one of the roles. Because without, and everybody else is monogamous. All the other vector. Woman in urethral, she's also polygamous. She also can have multiple men. I mean, now in society is unacceptable. Maybe they do it secretly. I'm not gonna kind of go into that deeply, but she also polygamous, a urethral woman. Now, as far as dermal visual women and boys, because they use this sexuality for survival, that's why they're more prettier. They have to, versus anal, they look completely different. They have higher thighs because they have to give birth to a child. And dermal visual, they're usually skinny and narrow thighs. Why? Because in ancient times they didn't have kids. They have to run fast, chase the deer. We didn't have spears, we didn't have bow. How are we going to get meat? Somebody had to run fast. So their body is different. Every vector, even body different. Even liquids different. Because liquids in urethral vector can make the same woman pregnant, and anal or oedial cannot. It could happen too. Because urethral is going to make anyway her pregnant, if she can. Even liquids different. So yeah, that's
quite interesting.
Yeah,
I never know about it.
It's
so if you already started to speak about secret in relationships and all stuff like that, why do you think some men and women started to lie and cheated?
And lie and cheat.
What the reason? Yeah. Maybe it's connected with the vectors as well.
It does actually, everything connected to vectors, but before even we go to vectors, if let's say man, if a woman cheats on him and they monogamous, obviously, it's not, let's say it's not urethral woman, and if she cheats on him, that's more of, you can tell, respect or disrespect. It's not cheating. She can lie to him, she can do some bad stuff to him because there is no respect. First you need to gain respect, and then cheating is secondary, because if she disrespects you, she's gonna do it either way. She's gonna or cheat or lie or steal or anything. But as far as a woman, it's a little bit different, because it's different type of respect. Because respect to men, it's a little bit different respect to women. But still, I'm gonna cover the man. So if you lose this respect from your wife, your partner, your girlfriend, it's so hard to get it back that it's probably almost impossible. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but maybe 99.9% you can get it back, because you have to change your personality. And change your personality, vector cannot be changed, but you can make it better, you can fulfill it, but you cannot change the vector. Even if you, from male, you become transgender, you still have the same vector.
Yeah, the same personality still inside
right.
of you.
And if she lost that respect, then it comes cheating afterwards, after that. That's kind of, you can say, side effects. You understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be even cheating. It could be lying, it could be anything. Whatever, you name it. In some cases, she can get rid of him because it starts from there, you know. But but some women in the tribe also depends what, for example, dermal visual vector, if person doesn't understand all that, it's going to be really hard to keep this healthy relationship, business, because some women, they like have different nature. Some women, the sexuality for them, it's primary. An anal vector woman, family is primary, more than sexuality. She's not going to do makeup, but she needs to have kids, house. So it's, every vector is different. And if you don't know all that, yeah, sometimes you can run into big problems. So when the guy complains about cheating, he lost the respect. To gain respect, obviously you have to work on all this self-evolvement, and then eventually it's better even to leave this relationship and find new, because it's going to be, as I said, impossible to get the respect back. It's easier to stop this and quit this relationship. And if you stay, it's not going to lead nowhere, because you have to change completely, and it's not one day. It could take years, 10 years, and she sees you the same tomorrow. You understand? She sees the same man in 2-3 days, because you don't change in 2 days. Even if he's gonna drop on his knees, say sorry, sorry, some men they do, tomorrow is the same man. So that's why it's primary, it's vector, self-evolvement. When you already know what's going on, when you understand the dynamic, then it's better. As I said before that, it's better to find different relationship, because you're not going to be able to fix it. You can go to psychiatry, psychologists, therapists, families. Family therapists that have probably more problems than you.
Sometimes, yes.
Not sometimes.
All the time.
Most of the time. Because it's the same people. They're also people. It's not AI or robot. It's the same people. They also have their issues. They also don't understand. They don't know vector psychology. They just... The problem with psychiatry, it's actually a big problem, because they can prescribe pills and really harm the person. Psychologists, it's not that harmful, because they only use words. Unless it's a clinical psychologist, but still 99% of clinical psychologists cannot prescribe. Only maybe 2 or 3 states. Otherwise they cannot use drugs. Only words. They only do therapy by words. Now, that psychologist, there is no psychology, because I think it's Freud. He started, but he didn't finish his work. He started first vector. He had anal vector, Freud. That's why he wrote about this in a book, but he didn't finish. 2 Russian psychologists about 25 years ago, they created vector psychology. A little bit more, but Tolkachev, one of them, he also passed, and also another professor was Ganzen. So these 2 guys. Now,
so basically, vector psychology is quite new. Not a lot of people
Nobody knows
about it.
Nobody.
So I think
only in
it's
Russia.
valuable to spread it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, to tell everyone what it is and how valuable can be.
That's my job now.
Yeah.
I even stopped my business and lost it because I focused on this more. But it's alright. If you know how to do something, you can do it. For example, if you win lottery $1 million and you lose it, then it's a problem. But if you can build big company and you lose it, Trump lost 4 times. It was anybody minimum 3-4 times. Henry Ford, he was like almost 43 years old, bankrupt completely. Then he created Ford Motor. So everybody goes through that. Now,
there is no success without fail.
I guess, yeah. Vector psychology right now only people can hear it in Russian. There is one person lives in New York, Burlan Yuri. He teaches. He has pretty good training, and I went through his training, Tolkachov training. I've been studying for a while, maybe 6 years. I'm already into. I can even teach it. I'm not really a professor, but he only teaches in Russian to Russian audience. So it's not kind of big spread, not yet, But if you read 10,000 live reviews, live people put their videos, how it helped them, they got rid of their issues. So it's not just help you to understand the person, helps to get rid of their problems as well. Because, for example, audio vector person, that's the person who was in the tribe, used to watch us at night. Its main role in the tribe, he was watching the tribe. So when he focused on his hearing, that's when its biochemistry gets balanced. You can say he feels comfortable more than. Sometimes you see a person maybe in a bus, he puts hoodie, glasses, and earphones, and disconnects. Usually it's audio, because when they close their eyes, the ears becomes more sensitive, and that's their sensitive vector. That's their. In the tribe, we wouldn't survive. Somebody had to hear a leopard approaching. They could hear, and they don't sleep at night because the melatonin produces the night hormone during the day. They sleepy like you during the day.
I'm not sleepy.
I'm just kidding. But they in ancient times they didn't sleep at night at all. They couldn't. Nowadays, even now, you can see them. They play on the computer. They play games all night.
It's so interesting. I have a lot of friends like that.
Yeah, I know, because the night time, that's when we evolutionized, they helped us to survive. Nobody can hear a leopard approaching, but they can. They can be great musicians. Mozart. They can be very talented. Elon Musk. Sometimes people call them little weirdos because they close sometimes inside and too much focus on why we're here, what we do, but it's audio vector.
Yeah, but a lot of talented people like that. A lot of